welcome back to Jen Beauty. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel, I like to talk about all things beauty and makeup. So today I had a request to do my shelf of shame and just to kind of chat a little bit about what is on the shelf. I figured I would briefly show each palette. Right now, I'm trying to do a couple of new palettes each week in my tryouts. I pulled in 10 total palettes into my last Shop My Stash, with 8 of them being new ones that I've never tried before. So let's talk about the ones that are on the shelf itself right now. So first I have the Melt Amore and Mariposa palette, and this is like all the fall vibes to me. Let me see if I can pull some more light in. This is like fall grunge, just gorgeous. So I don't know if I will try this before like August or September, but I did snag it like during their birthday sale that they were having. So I don't regret getting it. And then I have the BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast. And then also the Mimosa palette. And I have to tell my husband, he went to TJ Maxx today and he got me also the Blueberry Muffin palette. So the trifecta will be complete as far as those go. I have really been enjoying BH Cosmetics. I kind of was a holdout before on them. I was kind of focusing just on ordering from ColourPop and decided more recently I wanted to kind of like branch out and put other palettes on my wish list. And then BH Cosmetics was like, that's really cool and all, but we're going to file for bankruptcy. So I have the Hagen in Hawaii palette, which I just got for my birthday. Pretty sure it was my birthday. It's a very neutral palette, so it's just not been like the very first thing that I wanted to try from my birthday stash. And then I got this Switzerland palette at TJ Maxx, and again, these are kind of like grungy fall vibes to me, but they are very pretty. I kind of wonder how much of this would be similar to the new ABH palette. I'm curious if anyone has both, what you think. I have not yet tried the 90s dance remix. I don't remember using it. I know I've used the 80s a ton, and no, I've used the 80s and I've used the 2000s a ton. So I just don't think I've used the 90s one yet. And then I have all of the Sweet Shop palettes that I just got for my birthday. The cherry on top, which I don't need to keep these. The cherry on top, so pretty. And this one leans, in my opinion, a little bit more like pink than it does overtly red, more pinky peach. And I think I've heard other people say the same thing, which is fine. I'm not really a red eyeshadow kind of girl. It doesn't really suit me. And then the pistachio, which I love these greens. They look so delicious. The orange sherbet. I normally was not a very orange eyeshadow kind of person, but lately I've been loving it. So I think I'll actually like that one. The sugar cone, which is a gorgeous neutral dream. Love those brown tones. The cotton candy, which is like this purple pink confectionery dream. And then the bubble gum, which this is the palette that came broken, but then we were able to get another one that was not broken. Oh my gosh, this came with 2 shade protectors. Maybe that's how it made the trip. Oh, these tones are very beautiful. Let's talk about the ones in front real quick. So I have the Kaleidos Futurism 7 Sashimi City. And this one's a little bit similar to the Sweet Shop Sugar Cone, but it has kind of some different tones. Like this is pink. I don't know if you can tell in the lighting that I'm in right now, but it does shift to pink. And then this is more of like a peachy shade right here. I don't think I have the insert that says what the shade names are for that one. I do for this one though. So this is the Futurism 5 Electro Turquoise, also known as the old school Taco Bell palette. And then the Futurism 3 Astro Pink. These are 3 of the 4 palettes that are currently available in the Futurism collection from Kaleidos. Oh, I wonder if... I think that goes to the turquoise one. All right. We have more BH Cosmetics here. We have the Flower Power palette. This was an impulse buy at BH Cosmetic, or at TJ Maxx. The Romantic Nomad, also an impulse buy at TJ Maxx, although I think my husband was responsible for this one. You know what? I think my husband was responsible for both of these. If he wasn't, we'll just blame it on him because it's easier that way, right? And then I have the Low Key Love You. And Do Not Disturb, which I love this color story a lot. I love anything purple. Purple eyeshadows are like my jam. I'll wear anything. Or I'll try to wear anything. I don't know if I wear it well, but I'll try. The Drop Dead Gorgeous Little Bit Psycho, which my husband knew that this was probably something I wouldn't really pull out until the fall. I like this deep red here. And then the Garnet for January. I do want to dig my hands into this one and just swatch it at least. We're not done with BH Cosmetics yet though, because I still have 2 more from them that I haven't used yet. I have more that I haven't used from BH Cosmetics than how many I have used from them. That's sad. I have the Take Me Back to Brazil. For some reason, I'm not as motivated to use the palettes that have the tiny pans in them. I don't know why. Those should be easier for me to use up. I have the Lunar New Year. This is the 2022 edit. I've only used 1 or 2 shades in this, so I felt like even though I had pulled it out and used it, like I hadn't used it. I hadn't used enough of it to have like an opinion on it. So even though a couple of these palettes I've maybe used 1 or 2 shades, if I haven't actually used the palette, you know, like at least half the shades, I don't feel like I have a grasp on how I feel about it. And then the Nomad Cartagena Magica. I'm sure I'm saying that all kinds of wrong. This is a beautiful palette that I really should be using for summer. What else is over here? Oh, this is Milani, A Haunted Hollow. So this is definitely more Halloween leaning, or at least like fall winter vibes. I have a couple of Cara Beauty. I have Party Girl. Oh no, I got purple eyeshadow on my hand somehow. This is very much my vibe. It's a little bit different from what I normally go for, even for a pink purple palette, but I'm excited to try it out. And then Amore. This just screams fall to me. So some of these, I'm just not really in the mood to use them yet because they're more for like fall, winter shades I would use. And then the Cara Duo, this one is like totally. I think that's all the Cara Duo. It's Morphe. I, for the most part, have these organized by brand. So for ColourPop, I have quite a few. This is the Wannabe palette. And I have the one from this collection. Did I recently use it? Yes. Okay. I have the other one from the collection, So Fly. I used this one this month and I really liked it. So this will be in like my palette ranking for this month when I post it next month, which hopefully will be a little bit more timely this time than it was last time. I have Truly, Madly, Deeply, and Truly, I don't know why I didn't declutter this one. It's been on my mind a lot since I did my declutter filming, and I really feel like I need to pass on it, but then the other part of me feels like you haven't even used it. How do you know if you like it? Like, it may be the palette that you just fall truly, madly, deeply in love with. Bye Bye Birdie. I thought I had used this one, but maybe I've just used this one and this one. I don't know. It doesn't look like I've used, like it looks like I've used that matte. Okay, so I think I put this down here because I didn't remember having an opinion on this. And while it looks like I used it, I have no recollection of doing so. So I'm going to give this one another go round and see how I feel about it. Flutterby, I could swear to all that is good and holy that I used this, but like I feel like I used that matte and that matte and that glitter. That may have been from filming my declutter that I used that glitter. Again, I don't remember using this, so I don't remember having an opinion. I'm pretty sure when I used it, I liked it, but I feel like I need to use this more to really get to know the palette. The So Very Lovely palette, again, like I used it once, but I don't really have an opinion on it. So some of these I've used one time. I don't remember how I felt about it. The Ménage à Moi, this one I did not use. I think I was confused between this one and the Bye Bye Birdie. And Making Mauves. Like, I couldn't remember which one was which. I know for sure I've not used this one yet, though. And then I have the Cabana Club, which again, this one feels like super summery for me. And it looks like I've used the dark blue, but I don't know if that was just a swatch. And I don't remember having any feelings, negative or positive, about this. Of Quartz, every time I have a neutral look and I'm like, ooh, I want like a gray smoky eye. This one looks like it pulls blue, and it's not what I'm looking for, so I haven't really given it a fair shot yet. Make this easier on myself. I have High Tide, which I don't have any recollection of like my feelings on this or if I've used it. I feel like I've used maybe 1 or 2 shades out of this to like pull it into another look, but I don't think that I've like really truly used it. I have Glam Right and Charm School, and honestly, I think the packaging just throws me off on these because this one is like very pink, and then this one is like a bronzy neutral, and the packaging on this one always makes me think that this is like a brown neutral palette, but it's not. Like, you can see the pink roses. And then this one always makes me think it's a bronze neutral, and I'm not looking for that, so I don't know. I don't know why I bought some of these, okay? I'm doing better. I've not placed a ColourPop order for a while. I have By the Rose, Fine Feathered, and this one, I need to lay out this one, Bye Bye Birdie, and Making Mauves. And like, I really need to get together like all my pink and purple tone ColourPop palettes on my next declutter and decide which ones I'm keeping. But I wanted to make sure I had like a full formed opinion on each of them before I decided to get rid of any of them. I have Miss Bliss, which this was in the like tie-dye collection, and I have this one in a Trance. I picked up Miss Bliss actually really recently in a sale, and I picked up In a Trance in a sale too, but I already knew how I felt about that one because my daughter has it. It's her palette, not mine. So I bought my own. I have the Morphe Mickey Mouse palette. I'm not really a huge Morphe fan, but I am excited to use this for game day this fall. And then I have the Tarte Maneater. This one doesn't have like a name to the palette. I'm sure there is one. But this one is like the more like brown tone one. And I have the black one as well that is like this one's sister, partner, whatever. I just haven't used this one yet. I know that I like the black one. And I think those are my only 2 Tarte palettes left. I ultimately ended up decluttering the other 2 that I had. And my mother-in-law has the circular, like, Salt Life one, and then my sister-in-law has the other one. So I know that they're in a good home and, you know, they're getting the love that they deserve. I have the Pure Barbie palette, and this one I've lusted after a long time, and my husband found it on Mercari for me. So very excited to get to use that one. That's a more recent acquire. I put the Queen Eloise palette down here because I haven't used it for a very long time, and I just feel like I need to figure out how I feel about it. So I've used it like 2 or 3 times, but my like eyeshadow application and tastes have changed since the last times I used it. So I want to use it again and see how I feel about it. I have the Simpsons Revolution palette, and I don't feel like I have used this enough to know how I feel about it. I used 1 shade, so I need to use this some more and see how I feel. And then, 2 more. I have the Hip Dot C Note palette. This one I have not used in a long time, if at all. This this shade fell out during my declutter, so that's I was able to salvage most of it. And then I have the Ciate London, what are you? Cranberry Palette. This one I just got like 2 weeks ago in an Ipsy Glam bag. And then out of these, I can't remember which ones I haven't used. Hold on. I'll know when I open them. I have the Or Kid You Not that I haven't used yet. I don't think. Again, if I have used it, it didn't make enough of an impression on me for me to remember it. I don't remember using the It's My Pleasure palette. And it doesn't even look like I've really swatched anything in it. This is a color story I absolutely love. So I just only have 2 eyes and so many days that I can do makeup. I have the, no, I've used Lilac You a lot, and I did lilac it a lot. Blow and Smoke is a staple that I've had for a long time. On Cloud Blue is something I've more recently acquired, and I have not used this one yet. I'm pretty sure I used this one on one of my daughters, so don't let that fool you. Either that or it was during swatching for the video. Pretty sure I've used Cloud Spun. I'm just gonna leave it in here and say that I haven't, because I don't remember a specific look that I did with it, and usually I can remember the looks that I do with these. So that's Cloud Spun. I've used Ooh La La, and then I personally have not really used Just My Luck. I used a tiny bit of shimmer on St. Patrick's Day, I think for my daughter. And then Mint to Be is not in my beauty room right now. But that's the same deal where like I used it for St. Patrick's Day for my daughters. I feel like I have some repetitive shades in here. Oh, I kept thinking that was a cat hair I was wiping off. It's not. It's just a mark on my doohickey. Did you think we were done? Because we're not done. In addition to the shelf of shame, we have the drawer of shame. Now, these are all of my e.l.f. bite-size palettes. They are not necessarily all ones that I haven't used. I want to say I made myself a demarcation, and these are the ones that I have not used because I just bought them. And then these are the ones that I have used. And my favorite so far is the Hot Jalapeno. And my least favorite so far is the Rose Water. I know it was Rose something. I just couldn't remember what. I'm not expecting to be overly impressed with the Dunkin' collab. It was on sale and I had a weak moment. Not really sure why. Anyways, let's move on to the next portion of this. So for my Shop My Stash, I pulled out palettes that I've not yet tried yet, and I pulled out 8. So I actually have used this one and this one, this one. This one is the Very Good one. I've used, did I use this one? No. So I haven't used In a Trance yet, but we're going to count that as used because the one that I used was my daughter's. I used the Kaleidos, I don't remember what the black one is called. I keep forgetting. I know the brown one is Cold Brew. And then I have used this Glamlight one. So the ones that I have left in here to try are the Kaleidos Cold Brew from the Smoky Nostalgia collection, Natasha Denona Jubilee, which I just got in an Ipsy Glam bag. I did play around with the yellow shade, but I don't consider that used because I was literally just playing before I took my makeup off. I have the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. And then finally, this is a palette that recently came into my collection. I got it when I ordered the new Odin's Eyes Solmon collection, or Solmani. I'm sure I'm saying it 10 times to send it wrong. But I got the Angela Nyqvist Hella palette while I was at it before it went out of stock. So this is the second restock, and then once this is gone, it's gone. So I am excited to use this one. I just haven't really been wearing any clothes that it would remotely go with lately. My bad. So now you have a little sneak peek into what my everyday makeup drawer looks like. Unless I post my everyday makeup drawer and shop my stash before this, which may very well happen. So that is all of the eyeshadow palettes that are on my shelf of shame. I am slowly working through them. My goal right now is to use 3 to 4 new palettes a week so that I kind of get an idea of like how I feel about them. So I should have a lot more palettes in my monthly ranking in the next few months. Thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. And then I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.